Hi. I'm not sure who's going to be on at this hour. I know it's an odd hour. Europe is still sleeping. Africa's up. West Coast is up. It's around 11 on the east side. Hey guys, it's been a while since I came. I just wanted to come through and talk a little bit about everything that's been going on. Hi, Carl. Just want to talk a little bit about what's been going on. I appreciate your support. Um, Definitely appreciate your support for my on my videos. Um, what's my voice type? Um, on a classical perspective, I am a lyric soprano. Hi, Elias. Elias. Like I said, I'm not sure how many people are gonna come on here. It's an odd time. I usually don't come on this late, but I wanted to come on, say hi, and just talk a little bit about what's been going on. I appreciate you guys. Obviously, you saw I came out with Won't He Do It. Um, I I appreciate the love. I went up to New York. Full lyric. Me becoming your vocal coach is super easy. Just go to my website and book a session, and then bam, I'm your vocal coach. Just like that. Dream realized. Hi, Jabriana. What do you do if you have vocal nodules? Ooh, go to an ENT. What it takes to prevent vocal nodules is what it takes to cure them as well. You have to learn proper vocal technique and getting your vocal cords to close properly. You have to learn to phonate more efficiently. J. Brianna. Okay, got it. So, um, let's see. Yeah, so I went to New York. My friend called me up. I went to New York. Um, I did a recording of 5 songs. Some of them are covers, some of them are not. And um, I love how you guys love Won't He Do It, but I'm super surprised that Abide seems to be growing more than Won't He Do It, and I'm excited about that. Is that vocal crack healthy? I don't even know what that means. What vocal crack? How can you vocal crack like Sia? Oh, I wouldn't put it in the healthy category. I don't think anything other than any supported singing is healthy. I mean, you can do different variations of whatever you want, but you got to know what is actually healthy singing. Quick question before we start. I am not sure what you decided Whitney Houston's voice type was. Oh, I thought Akeem. No, I didn't cover Whitney. Are you kidding me? I had to. This is not a contemporary singing class. This is classical. So, what I had to do a 20 to 30 minute recital in 4 different languages. That's English, German, Italian, and French. Um, I had to translate poems in German, Italian, and French. And I had to take 3 exams, one in oral skills, one in music history, and one in music theory. So it was very thorough. They made sure that they got somebody that was willing to do the work in their program. Um, Other than that, I think I always said she was a Spinto. I thought I always said that. But yeah, so you guys, I just came on here to say, please, my nails, oh my gosh. And I've been messing with them, that's why I look so bad. But please go on and keep sharing my videos, keep sharing. Won't you do it? Keep sharing. Abide. I'm so glad that you guys love it. I'm so glad you guys are being blessed by it. You're being touched by it. You're being affected by it. Um, oh, and I got into West Georgia today, as somebody mentioned. I got into the University of West Georgia as a graduate student in vocal performance. So I'm so excited to study voice again and at the graduate level and be taking my pedagogy again and upper workshop and ensembles and all of that good stuff. Super excited about it. Um, you love my voice. Thank you. I'm so unique. Thank you. How can I learn to be a vocalist if I don't have the money or an ENT for an ENT or a vocal coach? Oh yeah, there comes a point where YouTube just don't cut it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would put. It took me a long time to really even reconcile the fact that you guys were learning things off of YouTube. I'm shocked that that even works because my only experience in learning music is face to face in an academic environment. So I felt like it was kind of like secondhand information and I was giving you guys information, but then for you guys to say, oh my gosh, this helped me. I was like, for real? But yeah, it's not ideal. You want that face to face or even Skype to Skype. You want that instant gratification of somebody saying, well, actually, this is what you're doing wrong. That's what you're doing wrong. Because you just can't hear it. You know, one of my critiques today was, your German sounds kind of French. And I was like, my German's just not German enough. It's not hard enough. And so that's just something I'm never really going to get on my own because I'm very comfortable with the way I sing in German. So someone else is going to have to get on me so that I'm spitting while I'm singing. So it's the same thing at any level. You're very comfortable singing the way you sing, even if you know in your mind it's not quite right. That's what you have trained yourself to do. So it would take somebody else to constantly remind you that that's not where you want to go anymore. So yeah, you definitely just need vocal coaching. And I mean, you say, what do I do if I don't have the money? I mean, you either have to decide that it's something you want or not, you know? Hi! Somebody said, hi, everyone. So I said, hi. So my girl, hey girl, sorry. Hi, Jonathan. My voice is really nasal and light, but I only sing below A3. I weirdly have a low range. I think I need vocal training. Yeah, you might, because I'm pretty sure you have more voice than that. When am I going to have another workshop outside of online seminars? Actually, I think I have one coming up in August in Atlanta at a theater school, but it's in house, you know. So you're always free to book me, to do workshops with your group or at your church. It's the preferred method anyway. I do put on workshops and get them ticketed and everything. But if you have a group of singers that want to do it and you want to bring me in to do it, that's ideal. Thank you so much, Mado. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me that you passed an audition because of me. That means a lot. When is the next time I'm coming to the UK? I'm not quite sure. I don't know. You love my voice. Thank you. Thank you. I see. Congrats, Queen. You deserve it. Thank you so much. You're from Egypt, and you really, really want to meet you in person. Aww. Aww. If it's God's will, it will happen. Is Kathleen Battle brilliant to you? Yes, Kathleen Battle is brilliant to me. And I feel like she's the closest to my voice of the, top black opera singers. When I hear her, I hear where I should be placing my voice and what my goals should be. Because I used to listen to Leontine Price. I'm like, I want to do that. But I realized in doing that, I was pushing myself too hard because I was trying to make my voice a lot bigger than it was. But when I hear her, she just has like this silvery, light, just beautiful tone. And I'm just like, that's what I should be doing. So I like to, she's definitely a blueprint for me, a muse, so to speak, of, you know. I think I might have damaged my vocal cords, but how do you know for certain? You know for certain by going to a doctor. Do you see this disrespectful? I exfoliate every day and tone and everything else, and this thing is so disrespectful on my chin. Um, Thank you, Jerry. Do you know the exact date in August? I want to call it off and fly out there. I don't think it's something this it's in house. So what I'm saying is it's a theater school bringing me in, and I'm teaching to a bunch of children who are learning acting and dancing and singing. So it's not something that I can just invite somebody into. So I would have to let you know once that happens. I haven't heard Mariah Carey's voice in a while, so I wouldn't know how she sounds now, to be honest. Hi, okay, Baram. Let's see. Have you heard? Yes, I've heard of Abby. I'll just call her Abby because that's weird to say it backwards. Is drinking lemon bad? It depends on what you have going on. You have to understand that lemon cuts, right? Cuts mucus. And if you don't have mucus, then all you're doing is drying your throat out more, which it has negative effects when you're singing. You don't want to sing with a dry throat. But if you have a lot of mucus, then it's great. So I think once you know what things do, then it empowers you to know whether or not you need it. Okay. You're labeled a light lyric tenor. Who should be my blueprint to aspire to? I have no idea because I'm not that deep into the classical world. So I don't know like a lot of artists, to be honest. What would your advice be for finding the right vocal coach? If you lived in the US, I would go to you. Ah, you're sweet. I tried one out and felt like she wasn't being honest and was just always being nice. Yeah, unfortunately with vocal coaches, you know, it's not an industry that's regulated through licensure, right? So any one of you on here right now could decide tomorrow that you are a vocal coach and start collecting money. Um, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people who even have degrees in music who are not ready to be coaching other people because they still haven't quite figured out their own voice. I think asking questions, you know, once you see a vocal coach like myself, any respectable vocal coach should be able to teach the way that I teach. I understand that there are some instinctive things that I have. There's a giftedness that I have in my singing that I bring to the table. But honestly, for the majority of what I teach, any other vocal coach should be able to fluidly um, express those concepts. And if they can't, then they're not trained enough to be teaching anyway. So if you're not gonna come to me, if you're not gonna do Skype lessons and you're looking for somebody local, it would be amazing if you could make my standard of teaching your standard, you know. And you won't go wrong with that. I was taught by some really, really highly trained people, and I'm literally just verbatim spitting out to you what they gave to me all those years. So I come with, you know, my vocal coaches had doctorate's degrees and master's degrees and artist diplomas, and I just took everything they said and just kind of fed that to you. So anybody with any real training, this is the language that they speak. And if they're not speaking this language, I would probably exit. Stage left. Let's see. I have been singing ever since age of 5, and you've taught me a lot. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Elias. What do you think of Janet Jackson's vocal analysis? I'm so late. I loved your performance of Abide. That one where you transitioned to head voice was amazing. Love you. Oh, thank you. You could be a vocal coach, Jerry. Anyone can. It's just one of those things. It's just wide open. I have a question. I suffered a brain injury years ago. Whoa, and I noticed a change in my singing voice when I sing higher notes. I get a flutter in my ears. There, way around this? I have no idea. That's cool. Interesting. I have no idea if there's a way around it. I don't know if that's something you just have to learn to live with. I actually don't get how you are not famous. I've never tried to be famous. Um, as you can see, this is like, these videos I came out with, this is the first time I've ever attempted to do anything like this. All of these years, I have been focused on being good. I wasn't focused on being famous. And I just always hope that if I perfect what I do, if I present what I have with excellence, then people will want it. I never just tried to focus on marketing and branding and being gimmicky and finding a taglines. That's why I'm not famous, because I, like some people, they put a lot of effort into packaging, and I haven't. And this is my first time saying, like, this is what I want, this is how I want it to look, and this is how I want to present my artistry to the world. So I'm hoping that putting things out like this on a consistent basis is going to expand my reach. Can I read your above question? I don't know how far above. Let me see. I believe I am a tenor because my voice opens up and becomes very resonant, powerful, and clear once I'm in my upper register. But it's also kind of rich. Lower. Then you're probably a tenor. Curious about Whitney Houston's voice. I'm sorry, I have to get so close because I'm not wearing my glasses. Um, how does she sound so high? Cause she's the bomb. I mean, how does she sound so good and so high? She's the bomb. That's how. She's gifted. It was just easy for her. I would advise you to use pH. You know what I use on my skin? I use all natural stuff. So I'm very much like one of those really natural people. Like, not everything. Like, you're not gonna walk in my house and like smell incense or anything like that. And I do wear I don't like put oil on as a perfume. Like, I'm not that natural. But I wash my face with African black soap. I tone with witch hazel, and my moisturizer is either coconut oil or shea butter, like just raw. Everything is raw, organic. Um, so it actually, usually, this is where I get pimples, and that's completely clear. And then this disrespectful thing popped up out of nowhere. I just feel like, the devil is busy. That's how I feel. Let me see. How can you expand your vocal range? Well, my philosophy about expanding the vocal range is, I think everyone has a vocal range, but the problem is learning how to access the vocal range, right? You learn to access the vocal range when you sing properly. So you're not expanding it, you're not buying new notes, right? But what you are doing is learning how to sing properly in your middle voice, and as you sing more efficiently, what happens is your vocal range just naturally opens up. And when I say opens up, it can open up depending on how deeply embedded, the bad habits are, or how damaged your voice is. You can open up an octave, on either side. You can really, really expand your voice or gain access to a lot of your voice through proper vocal technique. When you do what you love, you're famous. Aw, thank you. How do you sing in a warm timbre? Usually that's just lifting the soft palate more. I think I have a mental block when singing. I bought your videos and was doing some kind of exercise. I never heard my voice so strong and loud once I became aware. Oh, you probably shocked yourself. Probably like, what is that? I know I need to spit this out. It's a piece of gum. I need to spit it out. I'm probably out of control with the chewing. Um, did I get married? No, quite the opposite.